Hey, what up everybody, this is steviebreech coming to you. Last night's Monday Night Raw was pretty damn cool. It set us off in a whole bunch of different directions, heading towards the Survivor Series pay-per-view, which is going to be coming live from Boston. I'm sure we'll have a whole bunch of buddies from YouTube heading out there, headlined mostly by the Boston Brothers, V2. Awesome good guys. Part of the Click 30 experience coming soon here on YouTube. Last night during my Raw review, I really pumped up, how good, WWE was able to write a good script for the Big Show to make us care about him. I've never really been a big fan of this guy in a long time, but it's at the point now where I really want to see him knock out Triple H. But from what I've been hearing this morning, listening to some podcasts, what I've been reading this morning, looking at some stuff, is that they're not really sure what direction they're going to take with the Big Show. If the Big Show is going to go to the WWE title match and get a shot at Randy Orton after knocking him out during the title celebration last night, or if he's going to go one-on-one with Triple H. Honestly, in my opinion, when I heard that Big Show was going to go for the title, I sort of got a little bit sick to my stomach. I'm at the point now where I don't want to see, Big Show holding a belt. He's at the point now where I just think he just doesn't need that. He's almost at the point where Big Show's almost done everything that I don't need to see. I don't need to see a Big Show versus Randy Orton match. I want to see a payback for all that basically, they could do that. If Big Show did beat Orton and they immediately went into a Triple H versus Big Show match in order for Triple H to get the belt back, because that's his belt, and Randy lost it again, and he liked being the guy who held it the whole time it was under wraps. When I can't remember the word he used, but basically he stripped the title and he was carrying it around, and the damn title should have had freaking Triple H plates on it the whole freaking time. But, that's the only reason I would want to see it. But even seeing Big Show hold that WWE title would make me just, pretty sick. I remember when they came out with the Undisputed belt back in the day, it seemed like it got hot-shotted around so fast because they wanted to make sure everybody held it. They had Triple H, they had Hogan, they had Undertaker, Brock. Everybody, it seemed like that belt was moving around every month just because they wanted to make sure everybody touched it. Maybe if they wanted to help selling back in those days. I remember going to shows and people had belts. The belts back in 2002 weren't really as popular as they are today. It seems like these days you go to a show, you see like 100 belts out there in the crowd, and maybe they're trying to make sure everybody touches that belt so they can get some more plates printed, and then they can sell the plates for the belts. But I don't really see anybody going out unless they're just that mega belt guy who wants to make sure their belt is always updated to whoever has the belt. They'll buy some Big Show plates with a bear and the big old bear paw on it saying Big Show for his freaking logo. But I don't really see those really flying off the shelf any other way for that happening. But honestly, I just, even if my dream comes true of Triple H holding the belt one more time to make sure that he can stay ahead of John Cena just for one more day, in case John Cena's arm falls off and he isn't able to wrestle anymore, you can always make sure he stays ahead of him. I'm really not a big fan of Big Show wrestling for the title. I want to see Big Show knock out Triple H. I think that's where this storyline has been heading the whole time, and for them to, switch over and go some other direction, it doesn't really make sense. Then if you do that, it doesn't really look like Daniel Bryan or CM Punk is going to be in that title match. They were assaulted by the Wyatts, and the Wyatts saying the devil made me do it. And you got to wonder if that's just the Wyatts being the Wyatts or if there really is a devil. But the talk of the town is that they are going to do a four-man, I guess it's an 8-man, I apologize, but 4-man teams, traditional Survivor Series match like they did back in the day. I didn't know this was a must that they had to do. I honestly can't even remember the last time they've done one. Freaking Yeah 88, of course, loves the Survivor Series 1995 match. You can go check that out where the big old heels and baby faces are all twisted and turned up. The match, to me, honestly, doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but he's always talking about that match being one of his favorites of all time. But is the devil a person or is it just a saying? Because I can't think of anybody that you're going to team up with the Wyatts unless it's like Ryback, because it doesn't seem like Ryback has anywhere else to go. And then who's going to tag with Punk and Bryan? It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, but I'm sure that if we just watch, it'll all, ball out. I'm sure that maybe like the Boogeyman might come back to tag with the Wyatts. I'd mark out for that one for sure. But I don't know. I'm really hoping that the devil is a person, and I don't know who the hell it could be unless they just really debut somebody to come out. But if they do all this crap, it seems like Orton doesn't have anybody else to wrestle except for Big Show. Maybe they can just put Orton versus Kofi Kingston just for the fuck of it, because I think they like to throw Kofi in a whole bunch of matches that don't really matter. But we'll see how this all plays out. Survivor Series, next pay-per-view coming up soon. It's going to be a good one.